Well, isn't that the core of what the faith-driven network is trying to build? And that's really what we're building at Wedgwood Circle is an on-ramp with people who can vet projects and say, this is viable, but have you thought of it this way? Or, maybe retool it a little more with this in mind, right? People who understand the marketplace, matching up with these faith-driven artists. That's what we do best at Wedgwood, is try to connect, artists to capital. That's what Josiah Wedgwood did. That's what we want to do as well. What do you think, Ben?
Yeah, I totally agree with you. And I'd say most filmmakers, most artists have their first project be something that they probably funded out of their own piggy bank or with their own parents, and that just go do it. The Kendrick brothers are fond of saying their first movies were run, chase, and shoot movies made with a camcorder in the woods. And I really think that's important. And that's not just for people of faith. It's how we exercise our craft. We just start doing it. And if we do it in a great way, a lot of times that's what starts to get attention. So that's what I would say is go do it.
So many of we've seen, how many times have we seen like sort of the Christian football movie, right? There's all kinds of versions of that. So it's all these guys making movies like, hey guys, Christian guys will love this. Well, what if you had some women who were saying, what about the girls, right? Who's making films for young Christian women or for mothers and daughters to interact? And Ben Howard introduced me to these two amazing sisters.
The Boylan Sisters are Andrea and Alexandra. They're originally from the Northeast. One of them currently lives in Wisconsin and one in LA. And they're gifted storytellers. And they have incredible hearts for God, incredible hearts for young girls. And I came upon them about a year and a half ago here in Nashville, where I am. And they had a script and a story. I found out they'd made 5 movies and their investors had gotten paid back on all of them. And look, as somebody who's seeking to make business out of entertainment, that's gold. And so we immediately started to work on that next project. And they're admittedly low budget. Their previous projects that I was aware of had been up to $500,000. That's a low budget. So we upped that. We went up in the more $1 million range and put a plan together. And I intersected with Craig about that time, and he was just making the move to Grand Canyon University. We were looking for a college campus to make our film on. We ended up making a movie at Grand Canyon in January. And let me tell you, Phoenix in January is a great place to be. These sisters, in my opinion, are God's answer, not that he's been requested to answer this, but to the Erwin brothers and the Kendrick brothers. We now have the Boylan Sisters. And as Craig said, it's like they've got a story and a heart for women and for young girls. And it made an incredible, I think what will turn out to be incredible comedy family film, teen film called Identity Crisis that will hit the world later this summer.
And it's really designed to get women and their daughters talking, right? It's about a girl who has a personal identity crisis as a freshman in college. She feels like she can't keep up with her engineering major as well as her her social life. And how do you do that? Well, she figures out how to clone herself. And so you got 2 versions of herself running around. It's a lot of fun. They ran all over the Grand Canyon campus, but it was fun for us because we got Wedgwood investors involved to work on the financing. We think they're going to get their money back, which means they're going to want to do more. And that's how it works, right? Telling good stories, making sound business decisions so people can continue to work on their craft and tell their stories.